So, I have a new background. Hi. For everyone watching again, and a little goose with glasses right there, because it's fun. What's up?
New crib, who this?
New crib, who this? New setup, new everything. Things are cool, things are nice. We've upgraded.
Yeah, it feels good. It's spring, it's good weather, everything's on the up and up, you know, after a rebrand. So, good.
I have a rule for this podcast episode, for this conversation. I have a very important rule. We're not allowed to talk about AI this time. Just something else. We're gonna have to talk about other shit
the whole time.
That's what the past two episodes have been about. I'm sorry, as our own critic, like I am our own critic. No AI this time. We're gonna have to talk about something else.
All right, can we do the opposite of like hyping up AI and like hype it down? Because we have this channel for Buddy, which is our open claw channel. And I love what you said, like every time you go into it, we're just fighting with Buddy.
Every single time I join that channel, just to clear it, because I don't like on Slack, it's like lit up when there's like a message, right? I go in, I see you guys cursing at Buddy. It's every single time, no exception. So I'm not sure how helpful this guy really is. Like, why do you guys keep him?
That's the big question, right? Because at some point, it would genuinely be just easier to do the thing yourself, or like debug it yourself, or fix it yourself. But I kind of have this hope. It's like hiring a really bad employee, where you hire them and they're bad at the start, but then you teach them stuff and then they become actually useful, right?
Reminds me of somebody.
Like that's the I think it's like relevant to all businesses or agencies, especially agencies, because they hire a lot, where like as a founder you don't want to hire somebody because initially they will be worse at doing the thing than you are. But you gotta take the leap and curse at them for like 2 months and then maybe they get better.
Yeah, it's the long-term trade-off. I mean, look, if we're gonna talk smack about AI, sign me up. I'm down. I can do that. Man, there's some stuff that's just really dumb. Like I noticed, like the more that we're using it, I'm realizing that there are some situations in which I just instinctively, just for fun, I give Claude a task and I go and I do the task myself just to see what happens, right? And I do this for like extremely simple things that I know it's gonna stumble with, right? Like just very simple stuff, like email related stuff or like template related stuff sometimes. And I'm like, I go, I figure it out, I write the response, I reply to the client, I look back at Claude, and Claude is like, it doesn't seem like I can find the resource that you're talking about. Like bro, like it's right there, you know? Like, well, that is a terrible example because I've never seen that exact sentence, but I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, I have this issue every day. I'm like, check LinkedIn ads, and it does have the API, so it's like logging in through the browser. And it's every time he's like, I don't have API access, and I'm like, buddy, like you set this up yesterday, like through the browser, just use the browser again. Like, what changed? This is, I don't know, it's like not the best memory management or something. I don't know how. Like,
and it ignores your rules. Don't forget that it ignores your shit, man. Like you'll tell it, like don't use M dashes, and then it's like, well, here's an M dash for you, sir. Like, bro, like.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
It does have terrible memory management, for sure.
It always like, you see all the people on Twitter and on LinkedIn like hyping it up, including us. Like we're hyping it up a little bit.
A little bit.
So like,
only two entire podcast episodes we're just talking about. No big deal.
We're like to blame in this, where it seems like it's so great, where it literally does all the things for you flawlessly, and the reality is it's still quite bad. But yeah.
Flawlessly, I think with AI is not a thing that is ever gonna, or at least for now, it's not happening, right? Like right now, flawless is not a thing. Things still take time. It's just that I think the most repeatable things have been taken care of, and like now you don't have to like worry about those tasks. You can just defer them a little bit for the repeatable things. But for a lot of things, like even for example, I'm using AI a lot to do my videos, right? Like I'm using it to like come up with illustrations, stuff like that. Bro, it takes a shit ton of time. I'm sorry, I think I'm gonna allow like a little bit of cursing in the podcast, if that's okay. Like just a tense.
Sure.
But yeah, so it takes a lot of time to like get these things and like then prompt it, and then if you need changes, it's a nightmare. You tell it this is out of place, fix this, and then it goes and it does things all over again differently. Like just fix the thing that I asked for. You know, like it is time consuming. It's not the golden solution. It does help you do more efficiently. Probably you're probably getting more done in the same time frame, but it's still time consuming. Like it doesn't remove, like you can't just hands off things, you know?
And the other thing is now we're spending all this time figuring out how to work it, like how to set it up, like really like being at the frontier of this, like checking all the latest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in 3 months, it's going to be all irrelevant. Because like, remember last year, everybody's was hyped up about like prompt engineering and how to like do the exact right prompt, and now it's just you type anything that looks remotely like okay on the keyboard, and it figures out what you mean, even if you shift your fingers to the wrong keys or whatever. It will figure out what you want. There's like no magic prompt. You know, that's a thing of the past already.
Yeah. I remember last year I saw like some universities offering prompt engineering as a degree. You could study that.
Oh, do you want to hear the most German thing ever?
Yes, always. Yeah, hit me.
We do love that. Saw it on LinkedIn a while ago. Somebody published a book in German about GEO. It's like SEO but for LLMs, right? And
Okay.
it's a physical print book that came out probably beginning of this year.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, damn, this is the most German thing ever, where like they will not go into Twitter and learn from like some weird guy 69 about how to use LLMs. They need like an approved printed resource to learn
Yes.
from it, even
This is
though it's
valid.
already outdated by the time it's like hit the shops.
Yeah, and like in 7 years you're gonna see this book like GDM or GEO, sorry it was, and you're gonna be like, what the hell? Now you just go and tell AI, make my company succeed, and it does, and it's just easy peasy.
Imagine that. Yeah. Remember a couple episodes ago we were talking maybe about Pulsia. I think it was with you about like these like fully autonomous AI.
Yeah. I remember, yeah. It wasn't on a podcast, so this was on our normal call, and we freaked out about it. It wasn't on this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was like super impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody pointed out that Pulsia in the reverse is AI slop. And this is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And the guy came on a podcast and said like, yeah, our best autonomous company has made $50 or something. You know, so it was not all that great.
It does look very impressive though. Like you visit the website, it looks really cool. It looks like they got stuff going on. It looks like things are very impressive. And then you look at the numbers. Like I think I sent you this meme after that call that we had, and it was like a meme that was like, okay, so there are like all of these AI companies that have zero customers. Nobody wants to buy from these companies, so it doesn't matter. You can make 100,000, you can make 1 million companies. No one's gonna want to interact with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're AI slop. If they were genuinely good, people are gonna flock, but they're not.
I think that's a bit of a misconception. I think like Wayfront is genuinely good, but we still have to like do a lot of marketing to get people to
True.
realize that it is good.
That is valid. And then you have people who hop on the calls. I mean, it's when they do see us, they freak out. Like when I hop on these demo calls and I hop on these onboarding calls, and you have people like, dude, you guys do that? And it's like, yeah, like we do. Where have you been? We've been here. You just can't find us because you don't know how to search things up.
Yeah, because like it's not a category that that you look up, right? So it's like, but now with with AI, you can say, "Oh, I have this problem where I'm selling these service packages, and everything's sort of disjointed. What could I do?" And then Claude can be like, "Use Wayfront, the best solution."
That is the cool thing. That is the cool thing about AI. I must say, for example, again, another just simple example. For me, I moved into this new place, right? New background, new place. I have no idea how electricity works in this area. It's very different, like the way that they charge the electricity. So I just gave AI everything that I have in my house, like all the tools, all the devices, everything that I'm connected to, like down to the model number for everything, and gave it estimates of how I use these devices and gave it the price of the electricity in this area. And it just gave me an entire breakdown of my estimated for winter, for summer, for different seasons. And I find this really cool because now I know what costs me how much. I know how much it costs me, for example, to play a game on my PC for a couple of hours. I know, like, to that nitty gritty, and I love it. I learned that, for example, the UPS, I have an uninterruptible power supply because in Lebanon, electricity is very questionable. So that thing uses electricity. I didn't know. I thought it just goes straight into the battery and then you use the battery. But no, there's an inefficiency amount that burns of as heat. So if you're drawing like 1,000 watts through the PC, it actually uses 1,100 and change because it has that inefficient conversion. So all of this stuff I'm learning about humidity, how humidity affects electronics. I'm just having these conversations with Claude and I'm getting so much useful information that I'm applying into my real life that's improving my quality of life. So that is definitely cool.
Mm-hmm. Dude, this week I was token poor and it felt really bad because I used all my credits like on Tuesday and they reset just this morning on Friday. So I was like screwed for the whole week. And then I think it was yesterday, I convinced Stefan to borrow his Claude to put into Buddy. So at least I can use Buddy, you know. But it was real bad. I had to go back to ChatGPT for a little bit. I was like, oh, geez, this guy is annoying.
So ChatGPT is not that great, huh? After we've used Claude for a while.
I don't know factually, but the personality, it sucks. It's like confidently wrong all the time. And then you try to argue and it's like, you're not, what is the thing? You're not crazy to think this, but actually, you know, all this shit.
Bruh.
It's enraging.
I realized that the Claude standard term, like that's the GPT standard term. The Claude standard term is that being said, comma, XYZ, XYZ. Anytime that I see that being said in a message, it's always Claude.
Anytime I see, now I have the full details, I know you do not have the full details and you're about to commit some bad things. Or no, it says, now I see the full picture or something like that. It's super annoying, yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, that's a lot of AI talk for not talking about AI. So hopping on to the next thing, what's new in the world of LinkedIn? How are you dealing with all this stuff on LinkedIn? I see you've been a little bit more active recently, which I'm enjoying because your posts are pretty funny. What's happening on that end?
I cannot disclose it because I'm not on LinkedIn that much. So if you've been seeing activity, it may or
Exposed.
may not be exposed. All I can say is it's not Buddy or I would get cancelled. Although Buddy has my LinkedIn just so he can manage ads. But maybe like if he posts some dubious stuff, he totally could.
Okay, well then in that case, whatever is happening is going well because the posts are good.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's in seriousness though. I do like follow it and check it, and yeah, I think it's the thing that I hate to do. Like you can sort of like brainstorm the content and stuff like that. I like that, but then for it to do well, I think I've noticed that you need like lifestyle photos, essentially, and it's always like I see. Joe from Fat Joe, and he's like selfie in front of like Michelangelo or something. You know, like it's not related to backlinks or SEO. It's just a link, like a clickbaity picture that's obviously not AI generated. Because AI generated pics, nobody cares to see. Those are bad. Yeah, it's interesting.
Fair enough. I have tried to do the LinkedIn thing a few times in my time, and I've got to say I also don't like it, so I get where you're coming from. It's just that it feels like a necessary evil. Like, you have to do it to get credibility, but then it's very boring to do. And then if someone checks out your LinkedIn and you don't update it regularly, it looks like you're inactive, which is sus, even though you're just... I just don't want to do that, man. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I got other things to do, man.
Yeah, that's true. This is why, like, some people are truly, like, the true ballers of the world are, like, really checked out. They're like, no, don't post anything. Because they don't have to. You know, you can do whatever you want to do. And that's cool. For me, I have to sometimes do things I don't want to do.
For success, for long-term investment in your stuff.
Yeah, it is more important than ever, though. Like, when you're looking for somebody like a copywriter or a designer or anyone, who are you gonna hire? Designers. That's super common with designers. It's just a website, looks pretty. You try to find like who's behind it. You can't really, and then you like dig into it, and it's like some dudes in Russia or something. So it's often quite sus. And then you have like these personalities, which may or may not be good designers, but at least you sort of know them and know that, oh, these people have reputation at stake here. If they do me wrong, their reputation is at risk, so they will like try to do it right. So it's definitely more important than ever.
Yeah, I remember when we were looking at the rebrand stuff, I was a huge fan of this guy who made this coffee brand. It was called Wimp Coffee. It was like a decaf. Bro, it had so much personality and style. Like, if you're listening to this, go look up Wimp Coffee. The style of his website made me like, I want to work. I want him to design stuff. You know, like I don't have anything to design myself, but I want him to design my life. Just come and design my house. You know, like it looks so cool. It's just super personable. So this kind of stuff, definitely having this online presence, having this portfolio, especially as you said for designers, is an absolute requirement.
Yeah, but even for designers, you can sort of like judge them by their work, maybe. But then you look at like SEOs, how are you gonna judge them by their work? It's quite difficult. Are you gonna like put their own website through Ahrefs and check what backlinks they have gotten for themselves, which would be like a good signal if they're ranking themselves. But maybe it's like the cobbler's kids have no shoes or something. Like they're too busy doing it for clients.
I think there's for like SEO people specifically, it's probably your best bet is being personable, because I'm again thinking of examples. I have one of our customers on LinkedIn that posts these vertical videos talking about SEO related stuff, and now especially the LLM related SEO, and it's very entertaining. Like, I don't know anything about this. It's not my domain, but I still watch his videos when they pop up just because they're very entertaining to watch. And as such, you gain credibility with the people who are watching these videos, and then they end up going to your business.
This is, I think, this whole category of edutainment, which is they pitch you the education, but actually it's entertainment. So you can watch it for fun, you know.
And it is fun.
Yeah, it is. But if you were pitched like, hey, just watch this dumb video, it's funny. It's like, I'm not going to waste my time on that, you know?
100%. But if you're like scrolling and it pops up and it's like, this is quality stuff. It looks entertaining. And then you watch it and it's like, this is not boring. So he makes the videos really well. I just, that's all I'm saying. I don't care about SEO. I don't care about LLM SEO. It's entertaining videos. I used to watch a lot of these videos years ago with like a chemistry guy who used to like get all these tools.
Oh, I know.
And I think it was a dude on YouTube. His name was Cody's Lab, I think, and he would just sit there and do chemistry stuff. Nothing to do with me. I was a college student. Had nothing to do. I was studying IT. It had nothing to do with me. But I would spend hours watching these videos. They're just super entertaining.
This is a good way to learn, I guess, if there is some educational value in it. I think that probably the main idea is just to get somebody like interested in the topic, and then if you like it, you can research more on your own, or at least you know that it's a thing. Especially like business owners now, everybody's sort of like unsure. Do we care about LLM SEO or no? So you have to do a little bit of education, all this.
You're gonna have to care real soon if you don't yet. Like we've accepted that. I feel like at Wayfront, we've accepted that AI is most likely going nowhere. So we might as well hug it and embrace it rather than push it away. And that was difficult, especially for an AI hater like myself.
Let's not hate on it anymore. Another thing I'm working on is I'm trying to source some fun merch for this year's conferences. And man, last year we knocked it out of the park with finger skateboards. People seem to love them. The letdown was that the finger skateboards literally said like SPP.co, our old brand, Service Provider Pro. And then I talk to the people and I say, I'm from SPP, and we have like a conversation for a few minutes, and then like 5-10 minutes in, they're like, oh wait, is that the skateboard? So the connection just doesn't happen because the brand was so shit. But this year we cannot do the same thing, because usually with these conferences it's a lot of the same attendees and everybody already has like one figure skateboard. So I'm on Alibaba messaging Chinese factories, hey, I want to order like 1,000 of these little things, put our brand on it.
I remember we had an entire call trying to come up with like something that would be a good idea, and we landed eventually on hacky sacks, and then after getting like an example, I remember that turned out to be very, very, very sad. So now we have to sit and brainstorm again what we're gonna do.
I have some ideas, but I'm not gonna reveal on the call. I'll message you after.
Yes, we'll talk about it in the next call. Don't tell nobody.
But yeah, it's a difficult balance to strike, because like pretty much like anyone who needs anything, they can buy it. If I'm gonna like send some free stuff or free merch, like it cannot be useful. It has to be fun and not useful. Like that's my philosophy on it.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Anyone who's going to any of these conferences can probably just buy whatever they want. So they're not going to use your water bottle. They're not going to use your backpack. They can buy whatever they want.
They're not going to use your shitty ass power bank that doesn't actually work. And I'm not going to call out the company, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. There is a level to that company.
Okay, they have a reputation of giving out power banks?
Yeah. No, it looked so great. It's like, free power bank. It's gonna be useful, and it didn't work. Didn't work right. Had the weird kind of cable.
So yeah, it can't be useful. It has to be fun, or it has to be expensive, like cool. Like you need to hand out like AirPods to everybody, and everybody will be like, dude, I can't believe this company gave out AirPods to everyone.
I mean, that's a great idea, but it's
expensive.
But what if you give AirPods just to the speakers, or a certain like pre-selected subset, instead of buying 500 AirPods?
But why? What's the point of giving these AirPods out to the speakers? The speakers are already successful people who are just there to talk about stuff.
Oh, that's influencer marketing, the basics.
You think they're gonna hop on like a video and be like, guys, I can't believe this company gave out AirPods to everybody, and then you're gonna become popular as hell?
No, it's never like that. It's more of a, hey, I'm in this industry, like I speak to a lot of people, they ask me about like, hey, which software to use, who am I gonna recommend? Some like anonymous big corp, or like these couple of dudes who seem personable.
Fair enough. Okay, I get the thought process. Might be cool actually. Might be worth trying. It's like you're paying $250 You don't even have to get the pros, right? You don't have to be the fancy one. You can get like the $120 one, you know, the regular AirPods. It's still really cool. Like just handing out a pair of AirPods and be like, yo, this is what we are. This is what we do. Enjoy this gift. Thank you for being here. Have a good day. And you just dip.
Maybe, yeah. But now I'm thinking about myself. I have like a backup pair of AirPods that I never use, and they just fucking run out of battery, and you know, it's a liability because you have to charge them every once in a while.
That's an interesting, dude. This is the type of liability that I would love to have compared to the other liabilities in life. Oh damn, my batteries are running out.
No, but like you look at life items in your life as like assets or liabilities, as like you get a puppy. It is nice, but it's a huge liability because now you have to like you cannot travel anymore. You have to like decide where to put him and stuff like that.
Fair.
And then, yeah, I look at like many of the things the same way. Like I gotta put it somewhere, and then I gotta either use it or decide that I'm not gonna use it and dispose of it. And then I have to like figure out how to sell it or like where to give it away. It's like this whole, you know, why go through that?
Such an interesting thought process. I never think about things like that. For me, it's more like I need so many things, I just don't have the space for them. So I just can't get the things that I need. So I just end up not getting them.
Yeah, it's physical space and mental space as well. Because I'd love me a snowmobile for the one day a year I could use it. Where am I gonna store it? And then
For
I
the
have
5
to change
minutes
the
you have
oil.
the time.
Yeah, or whatever, you know. So,
Bruh. You can rent one. Just go rent one.
no, it's not the same.
You can't take care of it, you know. It's like the car you have parked that you use once a week. You just it's yours. It's more fun than renting a car.
No, renting a car is lame. No, you need like one working vehicle at least to have freedom of movement.
I can relate to that now, thankfully. I have one now. Recent upgrade.
There you go.
And then the war happened, and now gas is double the price. I'm sorry, everybody. It's my fault. I bought a car, so now everyone has to pay.
Oh yeah, I filled in like full tank of diesel the other day. I was like, oh, that's quite expensive.
Ow, that hurts. I was like, Wait, you have a bike, right? As well? Don't you have a bike that you like a motorbike?
Yeah, I used it probably 2 times last year.
So it's the same thing as a snowmobile, just twice instead of once.
Yeah, it's a liability for sure. But it's also like not worth a lot of money. Where I could sell it and then take the money and invest it in like Cloudflare stock or something. It's not that kind of money. It's like I might as well keep it for if I have a fancy for going on a bike ride.
Fair enough. I remember you used to bike a lot more. Like I remember you used to go on like a lot of trips.
I had kids. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It is moderately dangerous.
Just a little bit. Do you are you the speeding kind or are you the cruising kind?
No, I have like the adventure bike for going in like off road.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we've been around for a while. Because it just hit me because like you said, and then I had kids, and then I remembered that like when I first started, there were no kids. Like,
yeah,
I'm Uncle Alex at this point. Like I've been around for so long.
You were my only liability. Oh, that's a bad way to put it. Dependent, I guess, would be another way to put it.
Yes, son moonlighting as an employee.
Yeah, it's difficult. I'm sure everybody knows how it is with kids. Like your time for hobbies goes down.
That already happened when I got married. Not to say anything about like getting married. I love my wife and I love being married. It's fun, but you have a lot more responsibility, man. Like back in the day, I could just come like finish work at 8 and just sit and do whatever I want, that's not a thing anymore, buddy. What is whatever you want? Like at least 2 to 3 times a week, it's maybe I can get away. Like, sorry, I meant to say that maybe I can get away with like doing whatever I want, like 2 or 3 times a week. But the rest of the days, you got to do something. And I love my wife and I love doing things with her. But sometimes I just want to sit and play a game or like watch series, that she's not interested in. And that's not a thing anymore. And that's even without kids. I can't even imagine how much your time gets fragmented even more when you have kids and you love them and they're your responsibility and you got to take care of them. And it's just a lot of things. It's a difficult job to be a dad.
And so then, like, in the limited free time you have, you kind of got to balance which activity do you want to do, Because, yeah.
But then again, you do some activities with your kids that they also enjoy. Like, I know that you go camping with your daughter, right? And that's pretty cool. Because then you have common interests and you can do them together. And they're super fun that way because you now have a +1.
Yeah. Common interest is kids will like whatever you like, I guess, by default. They're just happy to like be along. And probably that will change as they get older.
Well... Yeah. When they're young, gotta play a lot of rock at home and give them a lot of video games. And then I have a buddy who enjoys the same things that I do as they grow up.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Another interesting thing I realized is our company holiday policy.
What's wrong with our company holiday policy?
It's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that literally every person has their own different kind of dates and holidays in their country or religion or whatever, and you just cannot like put it in a schedule or like, all these will be the official holidays, because there ain't no official holidays. Everybody's different.
It does work though.
Yeah. So to compensate, we just have a lot of vacation days.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do, basically.
No, it does make sense. I really like our holiday policy because I'll give you an example. For example, in Lebanon, right? In Lebanon, everybody gets the days off for every religion's holiday. So for Christians, for Muslims, everyone's off all the time. They have like 25 days a year where they're off. But then you only get 10 days of leave if you want to take leave, right? So I would rather trade off some of the leave days and have freedom in when I go off than be forced to be off at the same time as everyone else when already everything is crowded. Like on these off days, you can't go anywhere because people are on top of each other because everybody is off, right? So I definitely like this flexibility a lot more. And I find that a lot of like remote companies do that. Like they do this flexible thing where you can just do whatever you want with the days off, man. You have X amount. Figure it out. Do what you want.
The worst thing for as far as like holidays, now if we're going in this topic, is for us, they do these transferred holidays where, let's say, Thursday is, let's say, Christmas or whatever, and then you have this like one Friday where you'd have to work, and the weekend is right after. So they say, okay, well, we'll throw in the Friday in the holidays, so you have like one long weekend, but you have to compensate and work Saturday the next week, for example. And so what happens is different kind of workplaces like treat it differently, and nobody's working seriously on either of those 2 days.
Yeah,
those
of course.
who have to work on the Friday, they're like not taking it seriously, and then everybody else on the Saturday, they're like, it's a Saturday.
Yeah, no, that's. I was like following, and I was very excited about this until you said that you have to make up for it on a different day. Because I hate, I despise being off for like. If you've noticed in the 5 years that I've worked with you, never have I ever taken like a holiday with one day, like only one. Like for example, I work Monday and then I take Tuesday off. I don't do that because I hate it. I would just like take a long weekend if I really needed to rest. Because this is wild. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to come back to work for one day and then go off again. That's terrible.
Yeah. But then you look at the fucking GDP, how much it costs for everyone to get off for a day for no particular reason.
A lot of countries do it. Like, you have a lot of countries now experimenting with doing 4-day weeks, and they're doing great. Their GDPs are doing awesome. Like, I think Was it Norway? I think Norway now has 4-day weeks. And their GDP, dude, they have money. They're doing fine.
Let's not get into that topic. Should all just go to Norway, get paid. What are we doing here?
I think I don't know. I think there's merits to both. There are some things you just don't have the time to do if you have less than 5 days. Like, dude, we're already at 5 days, and some weeks I'm like, man, I didn't have the time to finish what I have to do. Like, I gotta postpone stuff, and I don't like postponing. You know me. I like getting my stuff done.
Yeah, like now we have more opportunities than I guess time, where. Yeah, we gotta prioritize. Like, we could do literally anything we want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, build any kind of features or whatever we can imagine. It's just how to prioritize it and like make sense of it.
Yeah. QA has been fun. I have so much to QA every week now. Like, it's become a main part of my existence. It's just I QA things.
Yeah, we gotta get Buddy better at it, because it's so. It's better than nothing, but still.
Look, even then, I wouldn't trust me personally, being like the way that I am. I wouldn't trust that we just push things without me manually QAing them first, because dude, there are so many situations in which this like AI does its QA stuff, and then it's like all good, check marks, all happy, and then I go and the feature doesn't work. Not that it's like there's an issue, it just does not work at all. So, not on my watch.
Yeah, mostly I think it's just, it works as designed, but it was designed with the wrong premise. It was like broken from the start.
Okay, maybe. I could give you an example. Do you want me to give you one example?
Sure.
So we're creating a feature right now. We're working on a feature where you can assign onboarding forms similar to how you can assign services. Intake forms. You can go into the onboarding form, click on assign, and you can pick the services, and it's gonna assign it to them. You pick the services, you click on assign, and nothing happens. So, like it just and the AI was like, fantastic, everything is good, ready to push to live. Go, hit it.
Yeah. Back to blaming AI for her woes.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like this never-ending cycle. We need to like take notes all week. Like, what are we gonna talk about? Like just different topics. Anything that doesn't have anything to do with AI. It would be a change of, because I think everybody out there right now is talking about AI and everything in like our field. So it would be awesome to just like talk about something else, because that would be like a breath of fresh air. And now there are actually people watching this podcast. Our last episode did really well.
I boosted it with ads.
I got excited for no reason.
We are doing a retargeting strategy now.
I got man, that's so heartbreaking that you didn't tell me, because I went on YouTube earlier today. I was like, man, this is going great.
Yeah. Well, don't blame me. Blame Buddy for it. But yeah.
Is Buddy handling that stuff too?
Yeah. I have a daily brief from Buddy with like different kind of skills of like, we're running these ads, we're correlating this traffic with this engagement. Is it like this is, you should do less of this and more of that. And it can even create ads as well. So it is definitely helpful, because this is like a job I would either outsource or I would not even do it at all. Because for the longest time I didn't bother with like paid ads or anything like that. Not because we didn't have the money to spend. It was just like, yeah, somebody has to manage it. The ROI is dubious.
Yeah, with the AI managing it, it's a little bit more risk-free. You could just give it a little bit of a budget and just have it do its thing. Can you say what's the budget on the podcast?
Oh, I would probably like spend a couple bucks on it, because it's just our retargeting audience. It's not super huge, so it's like not. You can spend as much as you want, but I didn't. I just wanted to like surface it to the people who already seen us. You know, this kind of idea. Bro, we should stop talking about this, not give our competitors any ideas. As if that's any secret.
I was saying,
cut this part.
Bruh. The thing is that like the numbers are believable. That's why I was curious, because it doesn't look like it's boosted. All right, like it's just it's a small increase and it's exciting, and it looks like it's just chill. You know, it looks like just a few more people found this episode, so it is well done.
Great, and that is a feature of just having a limited budget and a limited audience. So there you go. We are suffering from success.
I think we can wrap it up with that, with exposing our internal tactics and methods.
We're already so deep into it. If anybody's gonna care, congratulations.
You just found out that we have ads, just like every other company out there. Good job, well done.
Yeah. Groundbreaking. I know. All right, cool.
All right.
Good chat. Let's call it a day.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you listening. If you're here, you're a pretty cool person. Try Wayfront. It's as cool as you are.
For sure. Bye.